everybody.
Hello, Internet people.
We're the Didney duo, and today we are at Loews Sapphire Falls. It's a Universal resort, and we're just kind of staying here for a long weekend, and figured to give you guys a little bit of a tour around the resort.
Now, we've stayed at Disney properties before, but this is our first Universal property.
Yeah.
So far,
I'm pretty impressed.
I'm really liking it.
Yeah. From a cost perspective, considering what you get, I do believe it's a better value than the Disney resorts.
Yeah, because I would put this on like a moderate resort at least, level-wise, like the amenities and stuff like that. But the price is like, honestly, so much better right now than any Disney properties offer, even their value resorts.
Even with all the discounts that we have going on right now.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to give you a little tour around the resort, and then we'll check back with you in a little bit.
All right, guys. See you in a bit.
Bye. So this is a standard room here at Loews Sapphire Falls Resort. It's one of the Universal Studios properties. And we're entering from the door. On the left here, we have our bathroom area. So we got this beautiful mirror, nice big mirror. Of course, all the little toiletries that they provide at most hotels. Even this little thing here, it's got all the like cotton balls and Q-tips and stuff like that. You got this cute basket down here with extra washcloths and towels and stuff. Oh, and by the way, look at this tile. I love that. It's so cute. Nice, great big shower with a little bench. Nice to shave your legs. You know, toilet. Useful. It does have the door that slides shut. All right, then they have this closet here that has ironing board and iron, full-size hair dryer, hangers, your little luggage rack. Safe, yep. Still cute tiles. Now here's the bedroom area. It changes to carpet. It's got two nice soft queen-size beds. Nice TV.
You want me to open this up?
Yeah, the cabinets here. This one has a little mini fridge in it. And then these ones, they have drawers. That way you can put all your stuff away. And of course, with COVID precautions and stuff, they clean the remote and they have it in a plastic packaging. They got a little Keurig machine with some different teas and coffees and creamers and all that good stuff. Cute little lamp. Nice picture of a beach. And then you have your water and your ice bin and extra bags and stuff, because right now during COVID they are not doing housekeeping until you leave. You can request like extra towels, things like that you may need, but they're not coming in and doing that normal housekeeping during your stay. You got lights, side lights. Oh, let me show you over here. Again, with the COVID, they give you a little bottle of sanitizer here. And they got the whole Apple like charging dock thing there.
Yeah, you can play your music from that. Additionally, I want to point out the outlets, at least the one at the desk on the other side of the room. And right here, you have the USB outlet so that you can plug in your phones.
Woohoo! Yep, there you go. See there? And then the view outside of our room, we're on the 5th floor. And we have a view of the like little lake area. That's where they have their boats that go back and forth from the Universal parks. You can see right over there. They got them ready to load up, and then they said they run about every 10-15 minutes back and forth from the City Walk area.
And they did say it was about a 12 to 15 minute walk to the parks in case you didn't want to take the boats, the ferries. So you can just walk right to the parks from here. So something cool about the mirror here, it actually has built-in lighting all the way around. And it's got touch-sensitive lighting. I think this would be handy if you're doing your makeup or whatever.
Oh, cool.
They've got the little built-in mirror as well.
And I think that has a light too. It's got a little switchy thing.
Yeah.
Wow, look at all this lighting.
Yeah. So yeah, it's got like 4 or 5 points of light. That's pretty neat. I like that.
Yeah.
I kind of like the paint around it as well.
Yep.
It's nice.
Pretty nice.
Yeah, it's a very nice room.
It is. And I like how this whole section is separate from like the shower and toilet. That way people can still get ready while other people are taking a bath or whatever. Shower. But yeah, nice. Okay, so we're back in the bathroom because I wanted to show you guys something that I learned by watching a video, and maybe some of you guys might not know this, so I wanted to show you. See this weird looking thing up here? You know what that's for? You pull it out and you bring it over here to hook it in. Oh, it's hard to do one-handed. And then you can hang like bathing suits, towels, you know, things like that to dry. It's like a little drying line in your shower. I thought that was really neat. So hopefully you learned something.
Alright guys, so we just wrapped up with a 3-night, 4-day stay, and we kind of wanted to talk a bit through our experience here at the resort. Again, we kind of mentioned that kind of bang for your buck. I feel like you're getting a little bit more with the Universal Resorts.
They do have the Florida pricing right now, Florida resident pricing, but even if it wasn't the Florida resident pricing, I still feel that this would be a better overall, like, I mean, I don't know. I really liked it.
Yeah. It's interesting because I would have previously, you know, I typically wouldn't think of staying at a Universal Resort. I honestly, it just wasn't even kind of a thought in my mind. And, you know, we were looking around. We wanted to do a little bit of a staycation here in Florida. So we were looking around at pricing, and we were looking at kind of like the pop resorts and stuff, because that's more in the price range for something I would want to spend if I'm doing something local here in the state. And then we said, well, let's look at Universal's pricing, and Universal's was actually a little bit cheaper.
It was.
But you got like a higher tier of resort out of that for a cheaper price.
And that's even with the value resorts on sale right now as well.
Yeah.
Like, they had special pricing for Florida residents, and it was still cheaper to stay here than it was even at the value resorts.
Yeah, so, you know, we watched some videos, read some reviews. They had glowing reviews, both of the Loews resorts. What is the other one? Adventura, right across the way here. So we figured we'd give it a shot, and I'm glad that we did.
Oh, yeah.
This has been one of my favorite resort visits.
With the reservation system with Disney and everything, we did end up getting an Epcot reservation, but when booking the hotel, we did not. And I know booking a hotel opens up the reservation system for you, so we were looking at going to a Disney resort for our staycation, but even like just comparing apples to apples on pricing, we went with this, even though it would have opened up that reservation system for us, but we did end up lucking out and getting that Epcot one, but even so, like, we were willing to just not get that reservation to be able to stay here, comparing apples to apples on the resorts.
Yeah. And I will say, as far as like, you know, there's always that like Disney experience that everybody talks about. And that's great. Nothing's really changed there in any experiences I've had in going to the parks.
Yeah.
But I will say that the kind of the customer service level here at the resort, and even in the parks, has been fantastic. Yeah. So no complaints there. Universal is doing a fantastic job.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's talk about some of the amenities of the resort. Let's start with the pool.
It's a beautiful pool.
Yeah, it's a really nice pool. It's heated. It's a little bit warm for my taste, but I know some people enjoy that. It is summertime. It's August, so maybe not the best time of year for a heated pool, but it's a nice pool. Loews Sapphire Falls, the pool here, is the largest pool of any of their resort properties. It has a slide. Do you remember how long the slide is?
I don't.
All right, we're going to check. So let's talk about some of the restaurants and stuff. Let's start with the Grab and Go.
All right, the Grab and Go is called the New Dutch Trading Company. They do serve Starbucks coffees, and they have a lot of like Grab and Go salads and things like that. They also have like hot breakfast sandwiches that they can make for you.
Yeah, and those were pretty good.
Yeah. We had the breakfast. We haven't had any lunch there, and that's where you would also get your resort. Like a lot of people get resort refillable mugs. That's where you would get that, and they do have a freestyle machine there for you.
Yeah, pretty basic as they come, but it's a nice little spot.
Yeah,
right.
We've been there every day. We've stayed and got coffee or something. So yeah.
All right, so let's go ahead and talk about the little bar that they have.
All right, the bar that they have attached, which the New Dutch Trading Company and the Strongwater Tavern are right off of the lobby. The Strongwater Tavern is their bar. Right now, because of COVID, they're opening at like 5.
Yeah, it's open a little bit later.
Yeah, we stopped and got a drink there, and I got the Witch Doctor, which was really good.
And I got kind of like their house rum. I forget which one it was exactly, but it was pretty good. If that's your thing, I'm more of a beer kind of guy, but it was solid. And they also serve food. I think it's like tapas style food.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the main restaurant that they have on the resort here. This is the one where we spent the most time, I think. What was the name of that? Amatistas?
Amatistas, yeah.
Yeah. So as with the resort's theme, I think most things are kind of themed after the Caribbean. So it's kind of a Caribbean-themed dining. They do breakfast, lunch, and dinner. All right, so for lunch at Amatistas, I had the island fish sandwich. So on the sandwich, it had a papaya salsa, kind of like glaze on it or whatever. Really good. It was one of the best fish sandwiches I've had.
Which to me, that was kind of surprising that he liked it so much, because you're usually not a fan of like the fruity salsa, like.
Yeah, give me mayonnaise, give me mayonnaise, or some lemon, something like that. Anything that's kind of fruity or whatever, it's not really my thing. But this was fantastic. I would have it again.
Yeah.
And so, what did you have?
I had the crab cake sandwich.
Yeah.
It was crab cake on a sandwich.
Yes. How was it though?
No, it was really good. It was a messy sandwich because the crab cake it doesn't stay together very easily, but the taste was very, very good. I liked it.
Yeah. For the dinner, I had the jerk chicken pot pie. It's kind of their take on a pot pie. A little bit different. Inside it was the typical. It had jerk chicken, it had carrots and peas and things like that in it. It was really good. But on the top of it, kind of sitting on top of it, was the pastry portion. So instead of the typical pie that you would expect with a top, kind of cooked that way, this was separate and sitting on top. And it was a nice thick piece, but real light and fluffy.
Almost like a croissant texture.
Yeah, a lot like a croissant, but it had some kind of like spice baked into it. Really good.
I had the Caribbean spiced chicken linguine, and it was really good. Huge portion. It was such a large portion of it.
Yeah, we left that nice stuff.
Oh yeah. Oh
yeah.
Yes, very much so.
All right, so let's talk a little bit about COVID and how the resort is handling, the realities of the world that we're living in right now.
Yeah.
Masks are required everywhere. I have seen them enforcing it pretty well. Hand sanitizer stations are everywhere.
Yeah, in the hotel they are everywhere.
Yeah.
They do check your temperature when coming in.
Yeah.
And they give you, actually for resort guests, they give you a little band, color of the day type of thing. That way you don't have to get your temperature checked every single time you come in and out of the hotel. You kind of just show them your band, and they know that you've already been checked for the day. But they do check it every day for you.
And then you get a new band, new color.
Yeah. At all the restaurants and even the tavern and stuff, all the tables are spaced out or left empty. Like some of the tables in Ametistas, like they don't seat anybody there. That way I felt at Ametistas like we had way more than 6 feet in between anybody else that was near us.
Especially at Ametistas, I felt like there was probably 20 feet between us and anybody else.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So yeah, here at the resorts, I think they did a pretty good job, or they're doing a good job of kind of social distancing, masks, sanitizer, gloves, the whole nine.
Yeah, and they are not providing housekeeping during your stay, just to prevent someone coming in your room and potentially spreading or us spreading to them or anything like that. So that there is no housekeeping right now. If you need any extra towels or toiletries or anything like that, you would call or text, requesting, and they'll deliver it to the outside of your door.
Because we are doing a kind of a review of our stay here at Sapphire Falls Resort, we did think that it would be a good idea to kind of mention some news that we read like our first or second night here
on our stay here, which was very sad news.
Yeah.
We heard that they're actually going to be closing this resort and the Aventuras Resort for
at least the rest of 2020 is what it hinted at.
That's what they hinted at, but I did see a response from a representative of the hotel basically saying they're not sure if it's going to be through the end of the year yet, but they are going to be closing this resort and the Aventura Resort as of the 21st.
And obviously it should probably go without saying that this is to no fault of anybody here at the resorts. It's a result of the current times that we live in, and there's assumptions that can be made. My assumption is that the reservations are just not where they need it to be at to kind of keep the resort up and running full time. So they are going to be consolidating guests that do have reservations to other resorts. So they're going to kind of be consolidating down to some of the other resorts ultimately.
Yeah, and I'm hoping they move some of the team members and stuff over to another hotel. That way people aren't out of a job. But we have, at least read, whether it's, from reputable sources or not, but the fact that they canceled Halloween Horror Nights decreased the amount of hotel bookings significantly. School's going back in session, so they're going to be getting less traffic that way. But I mean, it's sad that this is happening because this is a fantastic resort.
Yeah.
And when it reopens, please book a stay here because it the people deserve a job, and this place is beautiful, and we will definitely stay here again.
Yeah. Which kind of brings us to another note. Obviously, these are kind of trying times for everybody, but especially for service industry folks. The people that are checking you in, waiters and waitresses, waiting staff in general.
Housekeeping.
These are trying times for these people. Their jobs are
unknown.
Up and down, unknown. So just a reminder to be extra nice to these folks. Tip well if you can. They could use it. These are tough times. We're fortunate that we've been in a position to where we haven't really been affected work-wise, and that's a huge blessing. Not everybody has that luxury in life. So just look out for these guys. They need us now more than ever. So just something to keep in mind as you're tipping that waiter or waitress when you're getting your food.
Yeah.
So.
Well said.
All right, guys. So thanks for listening to that moment of seriousness from us. We really appreciate you guys watching the videos. We've had some really nice comments lately on our videos. We appreciate that.
Yeah, we appreciate all of you guys taking the time to even watch our videos.
Yeah, this is just something silly that we do to kind of document our adventures, so to speak. But anyways, guys, thank you so much. Don't forget to like, subscribe,
comment, and always choose kindness.
All right, guys.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Guys.